I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a can paper squishy. Here you can see I made this Pepsi one. It's really easy, fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Before we start, I would really appreciate it if you guys could leave a thumbs up and subscribe. It would help my channel so much. Let's dive into the video. So what you'll be needing for this craft is paper, a pencil, some pens, an eraser, some tape, and you'd also need some scissors, I'm trying to think if you need anything else. Oh yeah, you also may need some coloring pencils. This is optional, but I'm gonna use these stuffing. It's like polyfill, blah blah blah. If you guys don't have this stuffing, you could also use plastic bags. It also works really well. And so I'm gonna show you guys the difference real quick. So here we have a polyfill squishy and a plastic bag squishy. It's light more crunchy. It kind of depends on your taste actually. Most people prefer polyfill, but if you don't have that, it's totally fine. So yeah. Oh, you also need a ruler. I'm sorry. Anyways, step one, we're gonna make the can. So depending on how big you want your can to be, you'll just use your ruler and draw it out on your piece of paper. So you're just gonna draw a big line here, come down a little to the size you want and draw it here. This is how big I made mine. As you can see, the lines are pretty light. I'm gonna make it a little darker so that you guys could see it more. And don't worry, these dark lines wouldn't really matter because they're just pencil lines, guys. So here, you guys don't really know my measurement. Mine is 10.5 centimeters. So you guys are the same size, that is absolutely fine. Next step, you're gonna get your pair of scissors and cut them out. Okay, so when you're done with this, you're gonna have this long strip of paper. Now, what I want you guys to do is slowly fold this a little and try to get the precise size of how big your squishy will be. So this is part where you check how big it wants to be. So here's my size precisely. So you'll know how big to draw your logo. So what I like to do is just push it down like this. So you know this is the front of our logo. And so you don't get this messed up. If you guys are worried it'll be creased when it comes to squishy, it won't, because yeah. So you guys now have to go to Pinterest or Google and search up what design you want. I'm not sure yet what I want, and I'll show you guys when I decide it. Yeah. Also guys, there's this tip. If you guys prefer to draw, you guys draw. It's nice practice. But if you guys are lazy and you guys have like an iPad, and then this is good. Can also do tracing, so turning your light up high. I only use my iPad. I think phone also works, but I never tried because the phone screen is pretty small, I think. But yeah, I think the phone will also work depending on the size of your can. You can trace or draw, either is fine. So like yeah, for the Pepsi bottle, I drew it. And for the Fanta, I think I'm gonna trace it because it's much quicker and easier. But yeah, up to you. After you finish drawing your Fanta, and if you want to go on the back, which I just remembered, I didn't put in that many details in my bottles, but if you guys would like to add more details, go ahead. So now to make it balance, I'm going to fold the other way. So like that. Next, what you want to do is color this in with the colors that you'd like. So yeah. Also, I didn't say this because it's pretty optional. Is you can have a black pen if you want for outlining. So I'm using this black pen to outline this to make it stand out more. I highly recommend using black pen. So yeah, let's go, guys. So after you finish outlining, if you want to, and erasing your Fanta or whatever soda brand you're doing, you're gonna want to color it in and make it look nice and pretty because I'm using coloring pencils and some pens, and so yeah, actually left my big set of pens upstairs, so I'm not gonna be using those. I'm gonna be using my 6 color markers. These are perfect for paper squishies because what it looks like, I can get this, some coloring pencils. And I have a small pack of my markers, which is just enough to finish this paper squishy. So I'm using that. And let's color this in and see ya. So guys, I am done with the coloring and everything for this Santa. So that's the hardest bit done. Now what we need to do is seal it with some tape. So like laminate it. Some of you might not understand what I'm saying, but it's really simple. It's just adding tape to the entire thing to laminate it. Don't actually laminate it because I think it'll be too hard and not good to bend. So just use tape. And yeah. Laminating it, you're gonna fold back the pieces of tape that are coming out of your piece of paper. Just like fold it back as simple as that. Now after that, what you want to do is start to make the actual shape of your soda drink. So you're going to want to fold this back and into the shape that you want it, that you hopefully planned out before you start drawing it. So this is my shape, and you guys are gonna want to tape it with some tape. So tape it, okay? So you should have something that looks a bit like this now. So you guys can see the size difference between the Pepsi and the Fanta. So it doesn't really matter how you make the size look like, because like it depends on how big you want your bottle to be. Like it's completely up to you. As to who of these, I would prefer these at different times. So depending on how you're feeling, can we get tall and pretty slim, or fat but pretty short? So either is okay. Okay, so now that we have this, we have only a few more steps to finishing. So what you're gonna do is just grab some paper you have. Doesn't need to be a big full piece of paper because like it's just you just need a little bit. So I have this recycled piece of paper you use here. So go to a nice little spot and then try to draw a circle around it to make the lid in the back of it. I like to just draw a tiny line from it and then just finish the circle and then just try to make it fit. There, that works. So now what you're gonna do is color in what color you want it to be. I'm gonna color the top in. So mine's is gonna be gray, and I'm gonna use a black outline pen to draw the inside of the cap, which I'm gonna teach y'all how to do because most of us is probably doing the same thing, the classic cap on the Fanta or whatever bottle y'all doing. And so yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is just outline the size of my so-called cap. And the lid. Now you just color it in. After I finish coloring and drawing my bottle cap for my Fanta, I'm gonna be cutting it out, and then we're going to laminate it. And laminate as in what we just did, so just add the tape on top. And we just gonna, after adding tape, you're just gonna trace over it again and do the exact same steps, except you change the color of it. And there doesn't need to be a bottle opener because it's the bottom of it, which I think that already makes sense. So yeah, so see you when I finish both of the sides of the caps, and I'll tell y'all what to do next. Our two pieces ready. We're gonna grab your Fanta and put in the front over the back of it, stuck with tape. After you stuck the front or the back of it, you're gonna grab your stuffing, which you need a plastic bag or some cotton, like polyfill that I have, and just try to stuff in as much as you can to your paper squishy to make it the best version it can be. Just stuff like as much as you can basically fit in there. Just squish it in. Ooh. So when you think that you cannot fit any more at home, like no matter how much you press it, you're just gonna tape the top up like you did with the bottom. Okay, now you tape this up, then you're basically done. You try squishing it a little. So you're done with your little paper squishy. If you feel like it needs more something, more cotton or less, you can always open up a little piece of tape. So you can open up this small piece over here and add or put less. In my case, I'm gonna add a little because I think mine's a bit too airy. So I'm just gonna stuff in a bit more, trying to make it better. So you're just gonna slowly stuff it in and try not to break it. I'm just gonna stuff the entire thing because I already thought that this would be a good amount for it, so I just grabbed some of this. Now, what you want to do is just tape it back. If it doesn't tape back, you just have to add more tape, which is kind of common sense, guys. So, I don't know why I said that, but anyways, here you have it. So now we have a nice hand squishy. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Tell me if you want more tutorials on paper squishies or anything at all, really. And thank y'all. Bye. Hope you guys make this craft.